All right, it's been a long time, and I think it's about time we do this. Honestly, it's kind of a yearly thing where I literally catch you up on everything that's been happening in my life because I stopped recording for like most of the year and I only record for literally the summer. So, welcome back to my channel. My name's Stephanie Lamboy, and if you're new here, I'm a 17-year-old, used to be high school student. I just graduated, and I'm going to college. And yeah, I'm just gonna catch you up on everything that's been going on because if you noticed, I usually just tend to film, honestly, like just 3 months out of the year. So yeah, this is very much a hobby for me and I don't really take it seriously a lot of the time. But this year, I think we're gonna change it up. I mean, we're growing, we're getting older, and we're just gonna see where the life takes us. And I definitely want to document it to look back on. I mean, going to college is really like a big deal because I mean, new people, new friends, like a whole new start to your life. So, right now, I'm currently gonna get ready for work, and just so I'm not chatting this whole video, I am gonna be getting ready and then also be talking. So, yeah, I'll probably get more distracted talking than I will getting ready, but let's give it a shot. We're going to be referencing back to literally my photos from the start of the school year and like since I last posted on YouTube, because literally, honestly, I take so many pictures. I don't know, I just love taking pictures. So since I take so many pictures, that's literally the way I reference things and like remember different memories because of all my pictures. So I will literally try to put them as many as I can on the video. If you notice anything different or new, I did get a new camera. Thank you to my boyfriend. Shout out to him because he's really invested in making my dreams come true, and I really appreciate that, and I really love him for that. So yeah, he might have just maybe splurged a little on me, but I really, really appreciate it, and I can't be any more grateful for him for that. So yes, I did get a new camera. If you don't know or are not used to watching my videos, I used to film on my phone, which I know is an Android, but I love my Androids. Honestly, I don't think there's anything that can get me to change my mind, but I honestly don't care about the whole phone thing because it doesn't matter what phone you use or what you post your content in, as long as you have fun doing it. That's the whole purpose for me, so I don't really care. But regardless, I used to film on my Android, and a lot of the time it was just really laggy and bad, and also like quality wasn't the best. But also like I used to also like just edit on my tablet, and that tablet kind of crashed on me. So starting from the last time I filmed, which was a long time ago, I don't even think I can give you a proper date. All I know is the last video I made was me transforming my room, which, yeah, happened a while ago. If you don't know, I was redoing my room, and actually a lot of people saw that video, especially the first video when I was transforming my room to look like my dream Pinterest room. And I can't believe, and I'm so grateful for the amount of support I got from that video. Like, actually, it's incredible. But like, just for a little baby YouTuber like I am, I really, really appreciate all the views and all the comments. And I actually really, really, I made a whole video like emotionally crying about how happy and grateful I was for people watching my video. But literally, like, yeah. Anyways, I was really going through a rough time at that time because I don't know if you knew, but my boyfriend joined the army, and he was in boot camp, and he was doing training for 9 months, and that was only like month 3. So yeah, I was really going through it, but it was a hard time in my life, and I would say like it wasn't very easy. I mean, my boyfriend's literally everything to me, and he's like my best friend, so it was just hard having to wait a while for my best friend to come home. But he is home now, which I am happy about that, but a lot of things happened. So starting with that summer, I posted those videos. You can go watch them if you like. After that, school started, of course. It was my senior year. It was very special. It was honestly, towards the end, it was kind of emotional because, you know, it's a senior year. But yeah, nothing new, everything kind of the same. My classes weren't as bad. It was kind of like a chill senior year. I kind of just wanted to take it easy. And I feel like that's what I did, but I also kept my mind really focused on school since honestly I didn't have anything else to do. So all I really did was school and work. So yeah, that's all I can really say for that. But I, during the start of the school year, I was also doing soccer. So my soccer team was really, really good. And although it wasn't our best season, I think it was really a special season just because it was like the last season for us seniors and it was just fun. Like even though we didn't win all the time, it was just a very fun experience. And yeah, I wouldn't trade it. We also did a lot of like team bonding stuff, so those were cool. I know during the summer before we started school, we went on a little water park trip as a team. That was fun. And then we also did like a campfire thing. Those were funny memories. And then we had homecoming. My homecoming dress was pretty cute, even though she was only like $7. I found her in the clearance section at Windsor. I love that homecoming dress. Eventually, I want to make a TikTok of rating all my high school dresses and different dresses that I wore for different events. I think that'll be fun just because some of them are pretty questionable and some of them are like actually okay, maybe it was good. Towards the end of the soccer season, we had our senior night, which was really cute. Lots of posters. I still have my poster back there. One of the younger classmen always makes the upperclassmen's posters and I just think it's so cute. There's a lot of emotions there. We did not win our senior night game, which was a little sad, but I know we all gave it our all and it was just very, very fun. But yeah, and then I got a job in September. It was a job that I was very looking forward to, and now I've been working there since September, and let's just say I was offered and wasn't given. I'm not going to share much about the job just because it's still decent and I still work there, but I was offered more than I was given and able to do, so I'm just not too happy with it, but hey, what pays the bills, I guess. And then I actually took a spontaneous trip to Georgia. I was actually planning it for a while before, like, I think I started planning it either a month in advance or a couple weeks in advance. So my boyfriend had told me of an opportunity to be able to see him, and it's a 4-day pass. Some soldiers get it, not all of them. But for his company, they were able to do that. And it's technically that they let out the soldiers from boot camp after they graduate boot camp. They let them out for 4 days, spend time with their family, but they can only stay in around where the base is. I was really excited because I really wanted to surprise him. He actually had no clue, but we're going to talk a lot more of that a bit later just because before that senior trip, we kind of don't do a senior trip. So my class actually from my normal school did not do a senior trip, but from my class in culinary school, they actually did a senior trip to New York and it's a food tour. So it's kind of like very, like it goes hand in hand with the whole culinary thing. But we did a food tour in New York and it was actually very fun. We did eat a lot that day. Different foods from different places. We tried different pizzas. We had cannolis at the end. And it was just very fun. After that was when I had my trip. So leading up to it, I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to go just because I worked so much. But since I actually thought about going and it was kind of a spontaneous, I want to go. And I told my mom and she let me. and she knew like I wasn't doing the best before, and she knew I just really needed these 4 days to go see him. So she actually let me go, and mind you, this whole time I was thinking of going on my own, but I knew one of his best friends really wanted to go too. So I brought him along and we started talking and started planning a way in which we could go visit my boyfriend. So, long story short, we went to visit him and it completely surprised him. He had no clue I was going. And yeah, he was very excited and happy. I ended up staying with his family that also went to see him. Since I was told about it early, I was able to take off work, so nothing, like I didn't miss anything, and I was actually like able to. And it was during a weekend, so like I only missed 2 days of school and I caught up the work like really fast. And then I came back from the trip and it was Halloween, so dressed up as a leopard for Halloween. And then after that, just more school. We had the National Technical Honor Society awards. I've been in National Technical Honor Society for 2 years, and that was like the second year ceremony. So that was fun. And then more school and work. Honestly, I was planning my prom dress since like November. Like actually, I really wanted to figure out what I wanted for prom early so I could get my dress as early as possible, just because I knew it was going to be an expense. And I feel like when you get it earlier, you get it cheaper. So yeah, even in November, I was looking for prom dresses. Regardless, then after that, like I said, more work. There was actually a Christmas party at one of my jobs, and it was super fun. I got to play some games and like hang around with my coworkers, and I think that was just really fun. Honestly, since my boyfriend was gone, I just started relying on like the people around me, and I have a little circle of friends, but I don't really keep a really big circle of friends, so it's just like it was a rough state for me. And then after that, we had the National Honor Society party, which is, it happens every year for school. I'm a member of the National Honor Society and National Technical Honor Society. I've been a member ever since freshman year, and honestly, the party just happens every year. And it was just like a nice school party. Same thing with like the culinary Christmas party. Our culinary class does a Christmas party every year as well. This all happens like the week before, like we leave for the holidays. This is actually a very crazy story, but the night before, I was expected to pick up my boyfriend from the airport because that's when he had like his holiday block leave. Holiday block leave means they get to leave for 2 weeks and then spend time with their family at home, so they actually get to leave the state in which they were at. Then they go back after 2 weeks. But regardless, the night before, my mom had a John Legend concert that we were going to. It was like a Christmas special, and actually it was super cute. I wish he played more of the older songs, but he played one of the songs I really wanted to hear, so I was happy. But yeah, we went to a Christmas concert, and it was just like a Christmas special. And apparently, from what my boyfriend told me, I was supposed to get surprised that night and come home to him being home. Mind you, I was waiting to pick him up I was expecting to pick him up at the airport the next morning. Like after school, I was gonna go to the airport, wherever he was at, and literally pick him up and just like spend the rest of the holiday together. But since I surprised him in October for the 4-day pass, he decided to surprise me in coming home a little earlier than I expected him to be home, which in his defense, it didn't turn out the way he planned because his flight got delayed by a lot, and then yeah, he wasn't able to come home until the next morning. But I was just very shocked. And if you hear from his experience, from his point of view, he will tell you how literally when he entered the door and I was like, why are you here? That's my first reaction, which I know sounds so messed up, but I was actually just genuinely surprised because I thought I was gonna go pick him up and he just turned up in my house and I was like, why, how, like, when did you even get here? But either way, when all those questions were sorted out, we ended up spending the rest of the holiday together. I still worked, so there's some days where I was working, some days I was spending with my family, and then the days that I was with him. I ended up watching Moana 2. We watched the movie and we spent some time together, and it was very, very nice. We even spent like New Year's together, so we got to turn in the new year together. And yeah, it was just very special, and I'm so happy he got to come and stay for 2 months. After that, once January hit, it was actually, he only had 1 month left until he came home for good. So that was very exciting. But yeah, I was just literally that after January, I was counting down the minutes, like, not gonna lie. Regardless, during January, I signed up for a competition. It's this baking competition for the college I'm going to now. And if you win, you were able to get a scholarship that would help you with your tuition. And yeah, unfortunately I didn't win, but I'm not mad about it. Like, I still really tried my best. After that, I went for a competition that I actually did the year before and didn't win, and I was very upset about it, and I thought like I wouldn't want to try again just because I felt very embarrassed. It's a baking competition where you bake a whole bunch of like baked goods under a certain amount of time, and the year before I did it and I literally did not, like, I wasn't able to finish all like the pastries I was supposed to do, and I just felt very defeated, and I didn't think that I was good enough to try again. But regardless, I tried again, and this time I won 3rd place, which I'm not mad about. It was actually very, very like an exciting moment for me. I was like, some of my pastries came out a little burnt. Like my breads were a little too toasty, but I think it's because I left them in the oven for a little too long. But regardless, it came out pretty good, and I had a lot of fun, and I just took it as a fun opportunity. Like my chef kept saying, he was just like, oh, enjoy the moment, and like, when, like, don't get stressed, just like keep singing Moana in your head. Like, actually, he was just telling me to do that, and that was funny. But regardless, after that, we were also training to do another competition and like practicing. So this one was a management competition, and in the culinary industry, there's 2 sides. There's always the more cooking aspect, which, you know, culinary, it's in the word, but then there's also like management, if you want to open your own business, or like be in the hospitality industry, like be in like the front end of the restaurant, or if not, the more like planning aspect and business aspect of culinary. That's the competition we went for. So we were doing like marketing strategies. We did different SWOT analysis, just a lot of things. And it was just more speaking rather than cooking. So yeah, we had to present a whole new concept like for a restaurant in this competition, and we were timed, and there was judges, and they asked us questions. So we practiced a lot for that, and actually it almost took like the whole year, but it was a very fun experience when we got to do it. But that competition wasn't until later, but still in January we were preparing for it. February came around, and that's when my boyfriend came home. It was, I think, the 2nd week of February. He came home, and I'm telling you, I was just so happy. I was so happy. We celebrated Valentine's Day together, and then went dress shopping some more because we were getting closer to prom and all this stuff. So then after that, the end of February was when we had the competition we were practicing for like ever, and we get to stay at the Penn State conference, and we competed, and it was a very fun competition. It was interesting. It was neat to try something new because the last year we competed on the same competition. We competed, but it was a different competition. So regardless, it was good to try something new. It was nice. We didn't win, but we were very close. We actually were like very off by like a couple points for 4th place, so not too mad about it. Then after that, went more dress shopping. The rest, it was just like kind of finishing off the school year. We got to go to my accepted students day at the college I'm going to attend now in the fall, attending Johnson & Wales University, baking and pastry arts with food and beverage management. So we went to the accepted students day in March, I believe. We did the 5K. No, it was actually April. I do the 5K literally every year. It's just, honestly, we run. But this year, actually, I was like the 3rd place or 4th place girl. I was like the 3rd girl to finish. So that was fun because I actually gave it my all this year. The other couple years, it was actually just fun and games. It was just more finishing off the year. Then during May was when prom rolled around. I love my prom dress, actually. I think prom came out so cute. I had a digital camera. I'm still developing the photos for that, but I feel like they came out so cute. After that, we just had like ending ceremonies, and then, as you know, graduation. It was such a fun experience. I actually didn't cry during graduation, which I really thought I would, but I didn't, and I think it was just a shock of the moment. I couldn't cry, but yeah, I'm very happy. Literally right after the day I graduated was when I had my graduation party, and I had it with my cousin, so that was fun that night. The rest is kind of history, and here we are now. But yeah, that was a quick little walkthrough of what happened in my year, and I hope you enjoyed, even though I was rambling for most of the time and I literally did not even get ready. But that's literally all I do to get ready. I just do my hair because I don't wear makeup to work. I don't like a lot of makeup just because I break out really easily, so I'd rather not. I just spray some perfume and call it a day. And of course deodorant, then we get ready for work regardless. But yeah, that's all for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. I know it was a lot of rambling, but this is all of like a little catch up of what's happened. I hope you enjoyed this video and follow along. I'm definitely going to be posting more videos as the time moves on and we progress through this new chapter of my life. I want to bring you along for all the classes and all the different things because I know I'll be making a lot of new stuff and it's just going to be very interesting. And I'm nervous but excited. So if you want to see the journey, then just continue to watch my videos if you like. And I hope you guys have a great day. Now I actually need to get to work.